Good Sunday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, on the 11th of July, 2021. It's a nice day here in Tularosa, New Mexico. It shows outside to be about 66 degrees, but I'm not sure where they take the temperature for Google, but we'll see. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Tularosa, New Mexico?
The temperature in Tularosa right now is 72 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to be a little cooler today. It's going to be about 90 here with a low of 65. So, and then next week it's in the 80s and 60s. So that'll be really good. And then at the end of this month, will I stay here another month? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I went to Cloudcroft yesterday and did a few things. So we'll post those over the next day or two. And then on and on it goes. But yeah, hey, Google, tell us a pig joke. Hey Google, tell us a hog joke.
What's a pig's favorite karate move? A pork chop.
We'll see if we can find one more in here. There's a lot of jokes in here, but some of them pretty long. A girl said to her date, "Do you know why I won't marry you?" The guy said, "I can't think." The girl said, "You got it." All right, moving right along. Let's see what the quote button's got here this morning.
If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Maya Angelou.
Whatever. You know, you can say a lot of things with words that seem real important, but actually it's just a collection of words that don't really mean much. Anyway, having said that, moving right, I do it all the time because that's what we do. That's how we communicate with words. But anyway, what else can I tell you? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
The current temperature in Fairbanks is 50 degrees.
Not bad. With a high of 75, that's perfect camping weather. But anyway, what else we got? We got a lot of comments, Rusty. That's why we're here. So let's do some of these things. And did I forget anything? Probably not. Anyway, yeah, I had to wet my hair this morning and slick it back because it was like a jillion little antenna. Anyway, Ralph P. says, "Morning all. Believe it or not, there are some RV parks you can buy the spots for $160,000 to $190,000 in Florida. Our friends just rented for 1 month in January for $2,800. The goat doesn't understand. No, this goat doesn't understand either. But here's the screaming, stinking goat, alien goat, to give you a stinking kiss. Anyway, yeah, that's a lot. $2,800 a month. I don't know, man. That's out of my league. I tell you that. And $190K for a lot or $160, I doubt it. No, hell, you could buy a house in Texas for that. A pretty nice one, actually. Gardening with Elbert. Thank you for telling us about the value price of nice lots with utilities that can be used for establishing a residence, RV, trailer, convention, construction. It's interesting to see real estate values, costs in various areas. Yeah, it is. In fact, if you want to search, let's just say you like the state of New Mexico and you're thinking about buying a home for $150,000. All you got to do is go into Zillow and plug in that value for a home and then search the whole state of New Mexico. Up in the search bar, just put New Mexico. It'll search the whole state. No kidding. Yeah, you just pick a price. Der Trixa says, "Greetings in the North Sea in Germany." Good morning, Der Trixa. James Ortiz on the RV park stuff. "McGinn's has the best pistachios in town. People, I know them." Yeah, they're nice folks. Yeah, they are. And it's a family-owned business, and they got a lot of pistachios. Clydine Chinetti. "How fun. It is beautiful. I love the red washes." Yeah, that was on Walking Out in the Desert, Beer 30. Yeah, it's just a red clay, yeah. Scotty Thompson's got 3 here in a row, or more maybe. Nope, 3. He says, "Cool video talk. How are you liking Albuquerque, New Mexico, Rusty?" Actually, I don't know, Scotty. I'm near Alamogordo, and it's fine. Cool comment call, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. Tom Sharp, very nice tour of this landmark. Love the aircraft and rockets. That was on the Space Museum stuff in Alamogordo. This is Dennis the Hut on the picnic, Dog Canyon. Nice area, Rusty. Love those breakfast burritos. I could eat 5 of those. I doubt it. No, I'll tell you where to get a good burrito. You can go to Lowe's grocery store in Alamogordo on 10th Street. Go back over to the deli, and they got an area in the mornings there where they will make you a custom breakfast burrito for like $4.99. Now they're big. I can make 2 meals out of them easy, and yeah, they're good. You make it the way you want it. Yeah, it's same person. Rusty, do you like the Tularosa areas more than Capitan? No, they're okay. Both about the same. I like them for different reasons. But no, no. Capitan's a good little town. No, do I like it? But do I like Tularosa more? No, about the same. No difference. Paul Byram II. Cool video, Rusty. It looks like you enjoy looking and seeking out lot property for sale and doing the legwork, then exposing the research to your people on your channel. It's a valid pursuit. We are interested. Good video, Pismo Paul. Well, I was just doing something that I enjoy doing, and I did a video of it. Now, you may not get another one like that for 10 more years. Drill Sergeant on the RV parks. Now I know where the term God-forsaken came from. Nice that you showed them to us, though. I could do Capitan, but not the places you showed us today. Ruidoso is a little too touristy for me, but it's all about what suits you. Some people love road base and no trees or grass. For me, the hill country would be my first choice. Hot in summer, yes, but I know after living 5 years in Central Texas. But something magical in the hill country, Texas. Yeah, it's nice. Of course, there was Waylon and Willie sang their song about Lukenbach. Thanks for opening my eyes. You're welcome, Drill Sergeant. Lukenbach's just a little old bitty spot. Well, it may have grown a little bit now, but not much. This is VSCO Girls. I was visiting family in New Mexico. I love New Mexico. Well, this is a video I did on Capitan. This is on the RV park stuff. Cargo 1, 110 in Burnett 1 year ago. Rain brings humidity and mosquitoes. Best leave Texas every summer. Actually, I'm still not sure. The tendency of everyone, including myself, has always been and will always be to be looking into the future, even though we're living right now. You're living in the moment. And I'm trying to live a little more in the moment. Like right now, I do have some plans, tentative plans, but I'm just going to kind of float around here in the ocean of life and see what happens. We'll see. I've got some tentative plans, but I'm just going to kind of relax and see what happens. Texas Lady, thumbs up to you. That was on comment call. This is on the RV parks. Clydeine Chinetti again. You can see White Sands and Sierra Blanca from Boot Hill. I have lived there 3 years. The owners are wonderful, and many come back each fall. There is a place outside La Luz where kids can ride dirt bikes. Sunrise over the mountain of Lincoln National Forest is gorgeous. Yeah, it's a nice place. It really is. Thank you, Clydeine. Robert Goodwin, thanks for adjusting the volume much better. Well, I do what I do. The next video you may not be able to hear me again. Who knows, Jake, very nice. Thank you, Rusty. You would be great at selling real estate. I doubt it. I doubt. Well, it would depend. Now, if it was something I believed in, yeah, I'd probably do okay. But if it was something where they're trying to shyster the people into buying property that's got some defects, no, because there's a lot of areas you have to be careful. You don't want to buy property that is just right under a big, huge power line. Where they got the big poles going right to the power plant. Yeah, those put out radiation. And it's just anybody out there. This is the person's name. Anybody out there. OMG, those Google jokes. Love that part of the comments videos. Cloudcroft is on my to-do list for sure. Would like to boondock up there. Yeah, you can. There's several places in the National Forest. You wouldn't have any problem at all. And it is convenient. That's a good thing about this RV park. From here to downtown Cloudcroft, 25 minutes. You know, that's nothing. You know, and there's a place to get gasoline at a Walmart neighborhood store. $2.63 a gallon here in Cloudcroft. I mean, here in I'll get it. Well, in Alamogordo. Stephen Powstinger, I guess. I'd say the cactus is prickly pear. It was. Ranchers burn off the thorns and cattle can eat it. Yeah, we did that when I was a kid. You know, we had a pear burner, and if it was really dry and there was no grazing, we would do that. Is it fertile? Sand usually isn't. Just being sand means it lacks loam, much different than from the Florida I know. Only we have the sandy soil in common, but ours is either white or light gray. Yes, the term rocking horse poem from school says interesting ravine, which you call a ditch, probably subject to flash floods. Yeah, it is. Rita Richardson, dang, you find the coolest places and things to do. Well, you know, I'm just doing me and doing a video at the same time, you know. I was just checking it out, you know, because I'd done all those things. I'd looked at all those places, and I thought, well, hell, let's just put it together in video. And then if I ever want to go back and remember it, I can. Sam Higgins, most people want to complicate life. Well, you know, I don't even know that we know we're doing it because we're caught up in this marketing society and we're just kind of pulled around by the nose or the wallet or the credit card. And we buy stuff we don't need, and then it ends up complicating our lives, or it doesn't add to it, it takes away, you know. If you want to be, what is it? You got to have nothing to be free, or something like that. Yeah, Corby Lodian, that's cool. Yeah, on the RV stuff. This is Eli James on the park stuff. Be careful, okay. Wayman Samang, beer and bacon. Have a good day, Rusty. Stay cool. Yeah, I'm working on it. Thanks for sharing all of the vast knowledge of RVing for us. Well, I just happened to do that because I had already seen it. Ingy Moore, are there any hospitals close by? There's a veterinary clinic in Tularosa. Dolores and Bruce Cooper, sound is great. Thank you. Rick G. Yeah, well, there's a medical center on Scenic Drive in Alamogordo. A nice one. Rick G. Thumbs up. Monica Sweetheart. Hello, Monica Sweetheart. I don't know, Rusty, but for me, this is on the RV parks. For me, and I emphasize for me, the lot and cabin in Llano, Texas seems more logical. I like the greenery of that area since I grew up on the East Coast, and I also like the change of seasons, though Texas has basically, well, Texas has hot and cool, and it has none. That is my comment. Take it for what it's worth. Yeah, I understand that, and I appreciate your input, Monica, and enjoy your day. Patty White, I'd never buy an RV spot. I would own my property in a neighborhood in Llano and develop my own home land. Okay, well, do it. Arizona Nomad Class B RV guy. Okay, he's a Class B RV guy. Hi, Rusty. When they add the word resort, it just means they jacked up the price. $600 a month for an RV spot is crazy. If I paid that for an RV spot, I would lose weight because I would not be able to afford to buy any food. Have a great day, Rusty. Yeah, well, believe it or not, they're full. I mean, that's a fact. They've got 2 or 3 spots open, and that's it. Yeah, and that's true of most RV parks. This one right here's got probably, where I'm part, they've got a total of 20, and they've probably got 4 open sites. Susan Ray, lots of good info on the RV parks. Thank you. Samantha Rivas, 602 Cedro in Tularosa just had a price drop. Already has water, electricity, and lush green lawn with trees. 602 Cedro. Seemed like I drove by there. Was that one for rent? I'll have to check on that. Yeah, I think that was the one I went and looked at that was for rent. I've looked at so many things. Anyway, I'll go back and check that. Thank you, Samantha. Gene V, nice tour, Rusty. As far as aesthetics, how do these 20K lots compare to your original lot in Texas, where old Thorny lives? They don't have near the privacy. That's all. You know, those are on the road going to La Luz. And it's not a real busy road, but it's right next to that highway. And then there's a couple that are back in the kind of the RV park or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they're okay. It depends on you, man. You know, and there's some across the road, across Highway 54, where they're building tiny homes, or they allow tiny homes. But it's pretty close to the railroad tracks. I mean, I say pretty close. It's probably quarter of a mile, you know, and there's not that many trains anyway. Wayne Johnson, interesting, thumbs up to you. Al Fur, thumbs up to you. Taz Mod, good morning, Taz Mod. Hi, Rusty. It is interesting to see those parks on Google Maps and see the changes that have been made since the aerial view was done. Yeah, those aerial views, you kind of have to be careful with those, the satellite views and stuff, because some of them are really old, you know. And but anyway, thank you, Taz. Alvin Masso, enjoy your beer 30 today. I did. It was a little warm, but today's going to be cooler, and tomorrow's going to be cooler, and the rest of the month's going to be in the mid 80s, upper 60s. So that's very doable here because the humidity is low, like 20% in that range. Johnny Reb on beer 30. I understand now why you didn't move forward in the small house. Hiring a person these days to do work is tough. Nobody will work. I'm 60, and at 16 I had to work or I had no food to eat. I don't understand why it's so hard for young folks to work. You know, we blame the young folks for not being willing to work. I know I've probably been guilty of that myself, but let me say that's a hasty generalization. And by that I mean there are a number of young people that would be willing to do that, do some things, but if you can't earn enough to to pay for an apartment and a car to drive to your work, then you're just, you know, because some of these places don't pay $10 an hour, you know, can't do much on that. But again, and also there's a lot of jobs, even at McDonald's and other places, that have been automated, you know. So anyway, there's just a lot of reasons. I don't know, man. It's a difficult situation for some small businesses for sure. This person's name is LG or IG, I guess IG. Says, I am from the Netherlands. I find it quite interesting to see all the ways you can go RVing in the USA and to see the difference between the RV parks. Now I can see what a nice place the RV park in Llano was compared to these parks. These are also very different from the state parks you go to on short trips. It is nice to see places you will never be able to visit yourself. Thank you, Rusty. Well, thank you, IG. I appreciate your comment, and I hope everything goes well for you in the Netherlands. Randy Wyrick. Where is he? There he is. The audio is great. Yeah, well, you know, I had the mic basically inside my mouth. That might help a little. Here's Boondocking with Dennis. Says, stay safe. Enjoy your day, sir. Thank you, Dennis. Check out his channel, Boondocking with Dennis. He's traveling now. Hang in there, Dennis. This person says RYW. RYW, I guess. Just keep on trucking, Rusty, no matter what. Well, I'll do all I can do as long as I can. You know, something else that'll throw you, but you can check it out. But the average age in every country in the world only varies by maybe 4 years or 5 years. I think in Canada, the average lifespan's in the low 80s. In the U.S., it's in the middle to upper 70s. China, some places, is in the 80s. So there's only like a 4 or 5 year difference between the us and the high end, and then the low end goes down about 5 years. Some countries are in the upper 60s and so forth. But somewhere between 68 and 82 is the lifespan of the world, basically. And there are a number of people that go into their 80s but not many of them come out alive. There's not many people 90 years old. Hey, Google, how many people in the USA are 90 years old or older?
$1.9 million. On the website thoughtco.com, they say, America's population of persons aged 90 and older has almost tripled since 1980, reaching 1.9 million in 2010 and will continue to increase to more than 7.6 million over the next 40 years, according to a new report from the U.S. Census Bureau.
Well, if the population of the U.S. is 320 million, 1.9 million, or let's just say it's 3 million, that's not a big number. But anyway, who knows, guys? I hope we all live to be 110. Anyway, here's one. We'll do two more and then we'll shut her down. Der Überschwarz. This is on the insect I saw in New Mexico, I think. It says insect. I'd call it a black flag dragonfly. Okay, you could be right. This is Hellcat Granny. How are you doing? Classita is looking good. Lists work well for me unless I leave them behind or lose them. On the road again is always good. Good for you, Hellcat Granny. Check her channel out. Yeah, she started a channel. She's got a Dodge Hellcat. She's 74 years old or in that range, and yeah, she goes out to the Bondurant driving school and does all kinds of stuff. And she started her YouTube channel, and I wish her the best of luck. Hellcat Granny. But anyway, guys, with that in mind, thumbs up. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you 1 penny. Just click on the link in the description of the video. Go to Amazon, buy whatever you choose. Amazon takes care of me. And then what else? Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. It won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off is, you know it and I know it, eat less. That's it. No other tricks. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Take a deep breath, really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier, because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So, common sense would say, add good ingredients. Ta-da! How genius is that? Yeah. Don't watch the news, don't watch the news, don't watch the news. If you want a dose of negativity, read it, okay? It takes all the emotion out of it. The talking heads that are paid millions to get in your heads are very good. So don't underestimate them. Or do your own research. That's the number one option if you want to do it. But anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, until, bye-bye, until the lunchtime video. Carry on, bye-bye.